Well, on to the news. The financial crisis. Oh, it's getting worse. I wonder why. Let's see, a report by nzherald.com.nz. Billions at stake as derivative debate splits U.S. and European regulators. Oh, they've got a picture of a crooked banker on the front page. CEO Lloyd Blankfein of Goldman Sachs, one of Wall Street's biggest derivative players. The guy that sold us worthless stock created the toxic derivatives that he made millions on. Well, he may have made more than that. He may have made billions. Yeah. Oh, Paulson made most of that. I forgot. And then they placed Paulson in charge of the treasury. Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Oh, they had to give him $1 trillion. And he bailed out Goldman Sachs, his buddy, Lloyd Blankfein. I wonder how much he got. 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 billion? I don't know. It's hard to find that number. If anyone has that number that this crooked banker took, that's CEO Lloyd Blankfein of Goldman Sachs, one of Wall Street's biggest derivative players, why don't you call it in? Or you can just send me an email. I'll have it posted on the bottom of the screen. Okay, let's see what else they say. Oh, gee, Europe doesn't like derivatives. They're going to cut us off. What happened? Oh, Goldman Sachs went over to Greece and sold them a bunch of derivatives. Created a lot of toxic debt. Greece is going bankrupt. Oh. Gee. Merkel of Germany and the Greece Prime Minister argued that speculators were using the swaps to bet against his country's debt. Oh, they're gambling. They know how to gamble. And he said this had escalated Greece's borrowing costs. Oh, I wonder what happens when our borrowing costs go up, because Obama had to borrow $1 trillion from China, communist China. Oh, it's a good thing the communists have good banking system. Oh, they don't have Lloyd Blankfein over there. And they didn't let Paulson into the country. European Commission last Tuesday threatened to ban speculative trading of credit default swaps by investors who don't actually own a country's underlying debt. These are called naked trades. German Chancellor Angela Merkel called on the United States to curb such trades. Did they? Oh no, Obama Mama just signed a bill. They know the bankers are perfect. They gave them a few more $1 billion to play with. Oh, those gamblers. Now the politicians got the gambling fever. Oh, the crooked bankers. They have an association. They call it CBA, the Crooked Bankers Association. Mr. Goldman Sachs CEO Lloyd Blankfein. Oh, he's a big derivative player. Oh, gee. Now, the U.S. regulators have received such calls calling for a curb on such speculative trades. They favor only regulating products, not curtailing them. They don't want any regulation. How are they going to steal money if people are looking at them? It's awfully hard to steal money if you've got somebody looking over your shoulder. Can't have that. The crooked bankers have got to have a free hand. People like Paulson, they want a Bronze Star or a Medal of Honor for stealing our money. Hey, when these 20 million people march on Washington next week, they ought to visit the Treasury and congratulate Mr. Feinstein. Oh, he works for Goldman Sachs. Oh, I'll later link to the Treasury because they keep getting billions of dollars of our tax money from. Oh boy. Oh. This is essential according to U.S. regulators. Coordination of any derivatives regulation is vital. In other words, don't you guys look over our shoulders. We can't steal the money. Unless rules in the United States and Europe are synchronized. Oh, they don't want those crooked bankers in the U.S. to get caught. Global traders inevitably will shift to whatever the most lenient rules exist. Oh, gee. All the crooked bankers are in the U.S., or they will be in the U.S. if they start regulating derivatives in Europe. Well, isn't that wonderful? They're planning on stealing more of our money. Hey, you guys that are marching to Washington, D.C., you might want to drop in on your friendly person, be politically correct here, and let them know that you don't mind if the Crooked Bankers Association steals another $1 trillion, because you got money to burn. And besides, Obama can go to China and get $1 trillion anytime he wants. The communists are his best buddies. Well, he can't go to communist Vietnam. They're still broke. But we'll get them there. We're going to ship some more jobs over to communist Vietnam. GM and Ford closed some plants here, and they're reopening billion-dollar plants, $100 billion plants in Vietnam. The poor Vietnamese need jobs. Do we need jobs? Oh, no, we don't. We'll get some retail jobs for those guys. They make $9 an hour. Well, no, they make minimum wage. You don't need to live on any more than the minimum wage, right? Oh, yeah. And Obama can go to China, communist China, and borrow another $1 trillion anytime he wants. I think he can. Did China say they were on good terms? Cover that next program. Bill Edmond here, signing off with the news.